A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Baylor Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And this guy's developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. The give is to Miller. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeps it on first down. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. Powers through. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. But I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Flagway wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Flagway. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Flagway. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bears have their offense in high gear. On the draw, it's Morris. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but The defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to change this route. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lagway from the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Lagway to throw for it on fourth. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
On the ground with the counter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go right back to it. And he's still running after the move. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Finds his tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Booth. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for space. It's Brooks. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going for 6. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll move the tight end. Here's Lagway to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Miller.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
DJ going to fire again. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Fires to the right. Got him in the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Bears in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Lagway. Swings it out to the flat. Turning it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to throw. It's Baker. Makes the grab. It's Wilkerson. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Delayed handoff. It's Miller. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. This time he wants to throw.
And on second down, a lot of time.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with seconds left in the half. Here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights, and they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Georgia taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
Louisiana Tech's head coach told me at the half their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And wings it incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Baker. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Throwing, Lagway. Shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's Brown. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Bears! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Miller. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Gets it to him on the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up the 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Motion from the wideout. There's some room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major, major deal for them coming into this season. They found a really good one. Already over 300 yards passing in this game. And, guys, if he can keep this up.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Wide receiver going in motion. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Running through contact. Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. To the air, it's Baker. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. Linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got it, feet down in bounds. The Bulldogs. Back with a score of their own.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Okay, guys, they've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking for a gap. It's Morris. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looking for room at the 40. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Here we go. Third down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. There's a crease. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Bears are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Play number 9 on this drive. A run for the quarterback. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. Milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Score! Touchdown Bears! The Bears have the answer.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Louisiana Tech sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offenses have their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Lagway wants to throw. Here's a heat. Snatches it on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Freeman. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this.